You become what you think. How to destroy limiting beliefs. Written by MINDSMOR. Imagine a life where your dreams aren't just fleeting wisps in the night, but vibrant realities woven into the tapestry of your existence. A life where your thoughts don't just chatter aimlessly, but become the architects of your destiny, shaping your experiences, relationships, and even your health. This isn't a fantasy. It's the incredible potential that lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be awakened. The power of your mind is not some mystical secret hidden in ancient texts. It's a force as real as gravity, as constant as your heartbeat. And just like any force, it can be harnessed, directed, and used to create extraordinary change. This book is your guide to unlocking that power. It's an invitation to step into the driver's seat of your life and steer it towards the horizon of your dreams. Within these pages, you'll discover the hidden language of your mind, techniques to sculpt your reality, strategies to break free from limitations, the art of living in alignment. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about a profound shift in perspective, a transformation that ripples through every aspect of your being. It's about becoming the conscious creator of your own life. Let's begin. Thanks for your support in helping us to produce more content for you. We appreciate you liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Lesson 1: The Architect Within. Have you ever stood in awe of a magnificent skyscraper, marveling at its intricate design and towering presence? Or perhaps you've been captivated by the delicate beauty of a spider's web, its intricate threads glistening with morning dew. What if I told you that you possess a power far greater than the architects of these wonders? A power that allows you to design and construct not just physical structures, but the very fabric of your reality. This power lies within your mind, the most complex and awe-inspiring creation in the known universe. It's not some abstract concept, but a tangible force that shapes your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Your mind is the architect of your life, and your thoughts are the blueprints it uses to construct your reality. Think of your brain as a vast, intricate network of pathways, constantly buzzing with electrical impulses and chemical signals. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, every experience you encounter leaves its mark on this intricate network, forging new connections and strengthening existing ones. This remarkable ability of your brain to adapt and rewire itself is known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is not just a scientific term. It's a testament to your innate power to change and evolve. It means that your brain is not a static entity, fixed in its ways, but a dynamic, ever-changing landscape shaped by your thoughts and experiences. With every positive thought, with every act of kindness, with every challenge you overcome, you are literally rewiring your brain, creating new pathways of positivity, resilience, and success. Imagine a path through a forest. The more you walk it, the clearer and more defined it becomes. Similarly, the more you engage in positive thinking, the stronger those neural pathways become, making it easier to cultivate optimism, overcome challenges, and attract positive experiences into your life. But what about those negative thoughts that seem to creep in like unwanted weeds, choking the path to your dreams? Fear, self-doubt, anxiety, these are not merely fleeting emotions. They are powerful forces that can shape your reality just as effectively as positive thoughts. When you dwell on negativity, you reinforce those neural pathways, making it easier to fall into patterns of pessimism and self-sabotage. The good news is that you are not a prisoner of your thoughts. You have the power to choose which thoughts you nurture and which ones you weed out. Just as a skilled gardener cultivates a flourishing garden by tending to the soil, planting seeds, and removing weeds, you can cultivate a thriving mind by nurturing positive thoughts, planting seeds of hope, and weeding out negativity. This is not about denying the existence of challenges or pretending that everything is always rosy. It's about recognizing that you have a choice in how you respond to those challenges. You can choose to dwell on negativity, allowing it to shape your reality, or you can choose to focus on solutions, empowering yourself to overcome obstacles and create a more positive experience. Think of a time when you faced a difficult situation. Did you allow fear and self-doubt to paralyze you, or did you find the courage to persevere? Perhaps you were faced with a daunting task at work, a personal crisis, or a health challenge. In those moments, your thoughts played a crucial role in determining the outcome. If you focused on the negative, you likely felt overwhelmed and discouraged, making it harder to find solutions. But if you chose to focus on the positive, you probably felt more empowered and resilient, enabling you to navigate the challenge with greater ease. This is the power of your mind at work. It's not just about wishful thinking or positive affirmations, it's about actively choosing to focus on the good, even in the midst of challenges. It's about recognizing that your thoughts are not just passive observers, they are active creators, shaping your reality with every passing moment. So how do you become the conscious architect of your life? How do you harness the power of neuroplasticity to rewire your brain for positivity and success? The journey begins with awareness. Start paying attention to your thoughts. Notice the patterns that emerge. Are you prone to catastrophizing, always imagining the worst-case scenario? Do you tend to overgeneralize, allowing one negative experience to define your entire outlook? Once you become aware of your thought patterns, you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is it serving me in any way? What would be a more positive and empowering way to think about this situation? This process of challenging and reframing your thoughts is like redrawing the blueprints of your life. You are taking control of the design, consciously choosing to create a reality that reflects your highest aspirations. Remember, you are not just a passive observer in your life, you are the architect, the builder, the creator. Your mind is your most powerful tool, and your thoughts are the building blocks of your reality. So choose your thoughts wisely, and watch as your life transforms into the masterpiece you were always meant to create. Lesson 2. Shadows of the Mind. As we delve deeper into the architecture of our minds, it's essential to explore the hidden corners, the shadowy recesses where our thoughts can sometimes lead us astray. Just as a grand cathedral can have hidden passageways and forgotten chambers, our minds harbor subtle biases and ingrained patterns that can distort our perceptions and influence our decisions. These shadows of the mind are not malevolent forces, but rather ingrained tendencies, often developed as mental shortcuts to navigate the complexities of life. They are the cognitive biases that shape our judgments, the mental filters that color our interpretations of reality. While these biases can sometimes be helpful, allowing us to make quick decisions in familiar situations, they can also lead to errors in judgment, flawed assumptions, and self-limiting beliefs. One of the most common biases is confirmation bias, our tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs while ignoring evidence that contradicts them. It's like wearing a pair of rose-tinted glasses that filters out anything that doesn't fit our preconceived notions. This bias can prevent us from seeing the world objectively, leading to rigid thinking and missed opportunities. Imagine you're convinced that you're not good at public speaking. Every time you have to give a presentation, you focus on your nervousness, your shaky voice, and any negative feedback you receive, reinforcing your belief. You might even avoid opportunities to speak in public, further limiting your chances to improve. This is confirmation bias at work, keeping you trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. Another pervasive bias is negativity bias, our tendency to give more weight to negative experiences than positive ones. It's as if our brains are wired to focus on the threats and dangers in our environment, a survival mechanism from our evolutionary past. While this negativity bias can be helpful in keeping us safe from harm, it can also lead to excessive worry, anxiety, and a distorted view of reality. Think about a time when you received feedback on a project. You might have received 10 positive comments and 1 negative one. Which one stuck with you? For many people, it's the negative comment that lingers, overshadowing all the positive feedback. This is negativity bias in action, casting a shadow over our accomplishments and fueling self-criticism. These biases are not isolated phenomena. They interact and intertwine, creating complex webs of thought patterns that can influence our behavior and shape our reality. For example, if you have a negativity bias, you might be more likely to fall prey to catastrophizing, a tendency to imagine the worst possible outcome in any situation. This can lead to excessive anxiety and prevent you from taking risks or pursuing your goals. Another common pattern is overgeneralization, where we draw sweeping conclusions based on a single event or experience. If you fail one exam, you might conclude that you're a failure in all areas of life. This kind of thinking can be incredibly damaging, leading to low self-esteem and a sense of hopelessness. These shadows of the mind can be subtle, operating beneath our conscious awareness. We might not even realize how they are influencing our thoughts, emotions, and decisions. But by becoming aware of these biases, we can start to challenge them, shedding light on the hidden corners of our minds and reclaiming control over our thoughts. This is not about blaming ourselves for having these biases. They are a natural part of the human experience. It's about recognizing their existence and understanding how they can affect our perceptions. It's about developing a more objective and balanced view of ourselves and the world around us. Just as a skilled explorer navigates a dark cave with a torch, illuminating the hidden paths and potential dangers, we can navigate the shadows of our minds with the light of awareness. By understanding our biases, we can challenge their influence, making more conscious choices and creating a reality that reflects our true potential. This journey of self-discovery requires courage and honesty. It's about facing our fears, acknowledging our weaknesses, and embracing our imperfections. It's about recognizing that we are all works in progress, constantly evolving and learning. But the rewards of this journey are immense. By shedding light on the shadows of our minds, we can break free from self-limiting beliefs, cultivate greater self-awareness, and create a life of greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. We can become the conscious architects of our reality, designing a life that reflects our highest aspirations and deepest values. So let us embark on this exploration with open minds and courageous hearts. Let us delve into the hidden corners of our minds, illuminate the shadows, and embrace the full spectrum of our being. For it is in the depths of our own awareness that we discover the true power to shape our reality and create a life of extraordinary beauty and meaning. Lesson 3. Rewriting the blueprint. We've explored the grand architecture of our minds, ventured into its shadowy corners, and now it's time to pick up our tools and become active participants in the design process. This is where we move beyond simply understanding our thoughts and begin to consciously reshape them, rewriting the blueprints that define our reality. Think of a skilled architect revising a design. They carefully examine the existing plans, identify areas for improvement, and meticulously redraw lines, refine angles, and strengthen foundations. Similarly, we can approach our thought patterns with a discerning eye, identifying negative or limiting beliefs and consciously replacing them with more empowering alternatives. This process of cognitive restructuring is not about denying reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about recognizing that our thoughts are not always accurate reflections of the world around us. They are often colored by our past experiences, fears, and assumptions, creating a distorted lens through which we view our lives. Imagine you're looking through a window smudged with dirt and grime. The world outside appears dull, distorted, and uninviting. But with a little cleaning, the window becomes clear, revealing the vibrant colors and intricate details that were always there. Similarly, by cleaning the lens of our perception through cognitive restructuring, we can see the world with greater clarity, revealing opportunities and possibilities that were previously hidden. One of the most powerful tools in this process is mindfulness. It's not just about meditation or relaxation. It's about cultivating a state of heightened awareness, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. It's like becoming a curious scientist, observing the inner workings of our minds with detached curiosity. When we practice mindfulness, we create a space between our thoughts and our reactions, We no longer automatically believe every thought that pops into our heads. Instead, we can examine them with greater objectivity, asking ourselves, is this thought helpful? Is it based on facts or assumptions? How is this thought making me feel? This mindful observation allows us to identify those negative thought patterns that sabotage our happiness and success. Perhaps you notice a tendency to catastrophize, always imagining the worst-case scenario. Or maybe you recognize a pattern of self-criticism, constantly berating yourself for perceived flaws. Once you've identified these patterns, you can begin to challenge them. Ask yourself, what is the evidence for this thought? Is there another way to interpret this situation? What would I say to a friend who was having this thought? This process of questioning and reframing can be incredibly empowering. It allows you to take control of your thoughts rather than letting them control you. It's like taking the reins of a runaway horse, gently guiding it back on track. Another powerful tool for rewriting your blueprints is affirmations. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, either silently or aloud, to challenge negative thoughts and reinforce empowering beliefs. Affirmations are not just empty words, they are powerful declarations that can reprogram your subconscious mind, creating new neural pathways of positivity and self-belief. When you repeat an affirmation like "I am capable and confident," you are not just stating a desire, you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind, telling it to align with this new belief. Over time, this repetition can lead to profound shifts in your self-perception and behavior. Think of affirmations as seeds that you plant in the fertile soil of your mind. With consistent watering and nurturing, these seeds will take root, grow strong, and blossom into beautiful flowers of self-belief and confidence. But rewriting your blueprints is not just about changing your thoughts, it's also about changing your actions. Our actions are not just the result of our thoughts, they can also influence our thoughts. When we act in alignment with our desired beliefs, we reinforce those beliefs, making them even stronger. Imagine you want to become more confident. You can start by acting as if you are already confident. Stand tall, make eye contact, speak with conviction. Even if you don't feel confident on the inside, these external actions can send powerful signals to your brain, triggering a positive feedback loop that strengthens your self-belief. This is the power of embodied cognition, the idea that our physical actions can influence our thoughts and emotions. By consciously choosing to act in alignment with our desired beliefs, we can accelerate the process of rewriting our blueprints and create a reality that reflects our highest potential. Lesson 4: The language of the subconscious. We've been meticulously redrawing the blueprints of our conscious mind, but now it's time to venture into the even more vast and mysterious realm of the subconscious. This is the silent partner in the architectural firm of our minds, the unseen force that shapes our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in ways we often don't even realize. Imagine an iceberg. The conscious mind is the tip, visible above the water, representing our waking thoughts and intentions. But beneath the surface lies the vast, submerged mass of the subconscious, a reservoir of memories, emotions, and deeply ingrained beliefs that exert a powerful influence on our lives. The subconscious doesn't speak in the same language as our conscious mind. It's not concerned with logic or reason. It communicates through symbols, metaphors, and gut feelings. It's the whisper of intuition, the sudden flash of insight, the dream that lingers long after you wake. To truly understand the language of the subconscious, we need to become skilled interpreters, learning to decipher the messages it sends. One of the most direct lines of communication to the subconscious is through our dreams. These nocturnal narratives are not just random firings of neurons, they are symbolic representations of our inner world, reflecting our fears, desires, and unresolved conflicts. Think of your dreams as a nightly play staged by your subconscious. The characters, settings, and plot twists are all symbols, each carrying a unique meaning that can offer valuable insights into your deepest self. A recurring dream of being chased, for example, might symbolize a feeling of being overwhelmed or a fear of confronting a challenge. Keeping a dream journal is like hiring a translator for this symbolic language. By recording your dreams as soon as you wake up, you capture the fleeting images and emotions before they fade from memory. Over time, you may begin to notice recurring themes, symbols, or characters that offer clues to your subconscious concerns. But dream interpretation is not an exact science. It's a personal journey of exploration and self-discovery. There are no universal dictionaries of dream symbols. The meaning of a particular symbol can vary, depending on your individual experiences and associations. The key is to approach your dreams with curiosity and an open mind, allowing your intuition to guide you towards the deeper meaning. Another way to tap into the subconscious is through active imagination. This technique, developed by Carl Jung, involves engaging with your imagination in a conscious and directed way. It's like having a conversation with your subconscious, allowing it to express itself through images, stories, or even dialogues with imaginary characters. Imagine you're feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation. You could close your eyes and imagine yourself in a peaceful setting, perhaps a tranquil garden or a serene beach. As you explore this imaginary world, you might encounter a wise figure or a symbolic animal that offers guidance or reassurance. Active imagination is not about escaping reality. It's about accessing a deeper level of awareness. It's about allowing your subconscious to express itself in a creative and symbolic way, offering insights that might not be readily available to your conscious mind. The subconscious is also the seat of our intuition, that gut feeling that guides us towards the right path even when we can't logically explain why. Intuition is not some mystical power. It's the result of our subconscious processing vast amounts of information that our conscious mind might not be aware of. Think of a time when you had a strong feeling about something, even though you couldn't explain why. Perhaps you met someone new and instantly felt a sense of connection or distrust. Or maybe you had a sudden urge to take a different route home and avoided a traffic jam. These are examples of intuition at work, guiding us with its subtle whispers. Learning to trust your intuition is like developing a strong relationship with your subconscious. It's about paying attention to those subtle feelings, those inner nudges that often guide us towards the right decisions. It's about recognizing that our subconscious has access to a wealth of wisdom that our conscious mind might not be aware of. The language of the subconscious is rich and complex, full of symbols, metaphors, and hidden meanings. It's a language that requires patience, curiosity, and a willingness to listen deeply. But by learning to understand this language, we can unlock a treasure trove of insights, guidance, and creative potential. We can begin to understand the root causes of our fears and anxieties, identify the limiting beliefs that hold us back, and discover hidden talents and passions that we never knew we had. We can tap into a source of wisdom and creativity that can guide us towards a life of greater purpose, fulfillment, and joy. Lesson 5. Painting your future. We've learned to decipher the whispers of our subconscious, but now it's time to take up the brush and become conscious creators of our own reality. Visualization is not some new age fad. It's a powerful tool used by athletes, artists, and entrepreneurs to achieve extraordinary feats. It's the art of painting your future with the vibrant colors of your imagination, bringing your dreams to life in the canvas of your mind. Think of your mind as a movie projector, capable of playing any scene you desire. With visualization, you become the director, the screenwriter, and the lead actor, crafting a compelling narrative that draws you towards your goals. Want to land that dream job? See yourself confidently walking into the interview, delivering a captivating presentation, and shaking hands with your new boss. Desire a loving relationship? Imagine yourself sharing laughter, intimate conversations, and joyful adventures with your ideal partner. But visualization is not just about passively watching a mental movie. It's about actively engaging all your senses, creating a multi-sensory experience that immerses you in your desired reality. Don't just see yourself crossing the finish line of that marathon. Feel the exhilaration coursing through your veins, hear the roar of the crowd, taste the sweet victory on your lips. The more vivid and detailed your visualizations, the more real they become to your subconscious mind. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one, triggering the same neural pathways and emotional responses. This is why athletes who visualize their performance often see significant improvements in their actual performance. They've already experienced the victory in their minds, priming their bodies and minds for success. But visualization is not just about achieving external goals. It's also about cultivating inner peace, joy, and fulfillment. Imagine yourself surrounded by loving friends and family, radiating warmth and happiness. Feel the gentle breeze on your skin as you stroll through a peaceful garden, the scent of blooming flowers filling the air. These inner visualizations can be just as powerful as those focused on external goals, creating a sense of calm and well-being that permeates your entire being. To make your visualizations even more potent, infuse them with emotional energy. Don't just see yourself achieving your goals. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the sense of accomplishment that comes with it. Emotions are the fuel that powers your visualizations, making them more vivid, more compelling, and more likely to manifest in your reality. Think of your emotions as vibrant colors that you add to your mental canvas. Joy is a radiant yellow, gratitude a warm orange, love a passionate red. The more you infuse your visualizations with these emotional hues, the more vibrant and lifelike they become. But visualization is not a magic wand that instantly grants your wishes. It's a practice that requires consistency and commitment. Just as a painter dedicates hours to perfecting their craft, you need to dedicate time to nurturing your visualizations, allowing them to take root and blossom in the fertile ground of your imagination. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for your visualization practice. Find a quiet space where you can relax and focus without distractions. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and allow your imagination to soar. As you visualize your desired reality, don't just focus on the end goal. Imagine the steps you need to take to get there. If you're visualizing a successful career, imagine yourself diligently working on projects, collaborating with colleagues, and continuously learning and growing. This step-by-step visualization not only strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve your goals, but also prepares you for the challenges and obstacles that may arise along the way. It's like creating a mental roadmap, guiding you towards your destination with clarity and confidence. Remember, visualization is not about escaping reality, it's about creating a more empowering and fulfilling reality. It's about harnessing the creative power of your mind to shape your future, one thought, one image, one emotion at a time. So pick up your mental brush, dip it in the vibrant colors of your imagination, and start painting your future. Let your dreams take shape on the canvas of your mind, and watch as they manifest in the masterpiece of your life. Lesson 6. Words with Power. We've learned to paint vivid pictures of our desired future, but now it's time to give those images a voice, to infuse them with the power of words. Affirmations are not just feel-good phrases or motivational slogans, they are carefully crafted statements designed to reprogram our subconscious minds, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering truths. Think of your mind as a fertile garden. Negative thoughts are like weeds, choking the growth of your dreams. Affirmations are like potent fertilizer, nourishing the soil of your subconscious and fostering the growth of positive beliefs. But crafting effective affirmations is not just about stringing together positive words. It's about creating statements that resonate with your deepest self, speaking to your core values and aspirations. It's about choosing words that ignite your passion, inspire your actions, and align with the reality you wish to create. Imagine you're struggling with self-doubt. Instead of repeating a generic affirmation like "I am confident," try something more specific and personal, such as "I trust my abilities to overcome challenges and achieve my goals." This affirmation not only addresses the issue of self-doubt, but also reinforces your belief in your own capabilities. The key to effective affirmations is to phrase them in the present tense, as if the desired outcome has already been achieved. Instead of saying "I will be successful," say "I am successful." This subtle shift in language tricks your subconscious mind into believing that the desired state is already a reality, prompting it to align with this new belief. But affirmations are not magic spells that instantly transform your life. They are tools that require consistent use and mindful application. Just as a sculptor meticulously chisels away at a block of stone to reveal the masterpiece within, you need to consistently chisel away at negative thoughts and limiting beliefs with the powerful tool of affirmations. Start by identifying the areas of your life where you feel most stuck or limited. Is it your career, your relationships, your health, or your self-esteem? Once you've identified the area you want to focus on, craft affirmations that specifically address those challenges. For example, if you're struggling with financial insecurity, you might use affirmations like "I am a magnet for abundance and prosperity," or "I am worthy of financial freedom." If you're struggling with health issues, you might use affirmations like "My body is strong and healthy," or "I am filled with vitality and energy." Once you've crafted your affirmations, it's time to put them into practice. Repeat them several times a day, ideally in a quiet space where you can focus without distractions. Say them aloud, write them down, or even sing them. The more you engage with your affirmations, the more deeply they will penetrate your subconscious mind. But don't just passively repeat your affirmations. Infuse them with emotion. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the confidence that you would experience if the affirmation were already true. Emotions are the catalysts that transform words into reality, giving your affirmations the power to shape your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Think of your affirmations as seeds that you plant in the fertile ground of your subconscious mind. Emotions are the sunlight and water that nourish those seeds, helping them to take root and grow strong. Another powerful way to use affirmations is to integrate them into your daily routine. Write them on sticky notes and place them around your home or office. Record them on your phone and listen to them during your commute or while you exercise. The more you expose yourself to your affirmations, the more deeply they will become ingrained in your subconscious mind. Affirmations are not just about achieving external goals, they are also about cultivating inner peace and self-acceptance. Use affirmations to challenge negative self-talk, to embrace your imperfections, and to celebrate your unique strengths and talents. Remember, your words have power. They can build you up or tear you down. Choose your words wisely and use them to create a reality that reflects your highest aspirations and deepest values. Affirmations are not a magic wand that instantly grants your wishes, but they are a powerful tool for transforming your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. With consistent use and mindful application, they can help you to overcome self-limiting beliefs, cultivate greater self-love, and create a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. So start speaking your truth into existence. Use the power of words to shape your reality, one affirmation at a time. Let your words become the architects of your dreams, building a life that reflects the magnificent being you were always meant to be. Lesson 7. Breaking free from limiting beliefs. Imagine your mind as a vast open sky, filled with endless possibilities. But sometimes dark clouds of limiting beliefs gather, casting shadows on your dreams and hindering your flight. These beliefs, often formed in childhood or through negative experiences, are like invisible chains, binding you to a limited version of yourself. But here's the empowering truth: those chains are not forged from steel. They are woven from the threads of your own thoughts. And just as you have the power to weave those threads, you have the power to unravel them, to break free from the shackles of limiting beliefs and soar towards your full potential. Think of a limiting belief as a self-imposed rule that dictates what you can and cannot do. I'm not good enough. I'll never be successful. I'm not worthy of love. These are not objective truths. They are subjective interpretations, stories you've told yourself based on past experiences or the opinions of others. But these stories are not set in stone. You are not a character trapped in a predetermined narrative. You are the author of your own life, with the power to rewrite the script, to challenge the old rules, and to create a new story that reflects your true potential. The first step in breaking free is to identify these limiting beliefs. They often lurk in the shadows of your subconscious, whispering doubts and fears that sabotage your efforts. Pay attention to your self-talk. What are the recurring themes? What are the negative thoughts that keep popping up? Once you've identified these beliefs, it's time to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? What evidence supports it? What evidence contradicts it? Where did this belief come from? Is it serving me in any way? This process of questioning is like shining a spotlight on those shadowy beliefs, exposing them to the light of reason and objectivity. Often, when we examine our limiting beliefs closely, we realize that they are based on flimsy evidence, outdated assumptions, or the opinions of people who don't truly know us. But challenging your beliefs is not enough. You need to actively replace them with more empowering alternatives. This is not about denying reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about choosing to focus on your strengths, your potential, and the possibilities that lie ahead. Think of it as replacing a rusty old tool with a shiny new one. The old tool might have served its purpose in the past, but it's no longer effective. The new tool, on the other hand, is sharp, efficient, and ready to help you build the life you desire. So how do you replace those limiting beliefs? Start by crafting affirmations that contradict the old beliefs and reinforce the new ones. If you've always believed that you're not good enough, start affirming, I am worthy and deserving of all good things. If you've been telling yourself that you'll never be successful, start affirming, I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. But affirmations are not just about words, they are about action. To truly break free from limiting beliefs, you need to act as if the new beliefs are already true. If you want to believe that you're confident, start acting confidently. Stand tall, make eye contact, speak your mind. The more you act in alignment with your desired beliefs, the more your subconscious mind will start to accept them as reality. This process of breaking free from limiting beliefs is not always easy. It requires courage, persistence, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you break free from the shackles of limiting beliefs, you unleash a torrent of creative energy, confidence, and joy. You begin to see the world with new eyes, recognizing opportunities that were previously hidden. You start to attract positive experiences and relationships that align with your newfound beliefs. You become the master of your own destiny, shaping your reality with the power of your thoughts and actions. So dare to challenge the old rules. Dare to question the stories you've been telling yourself. Dare to break free from the limitations that have held you back. The sky is not the limit when there are footprints on the moon. And within you lies the power to reach for the stars, to create a life that is as limitless as your imagination. Lesson 8. The power of now. We've been busy architects, meticulously redrawing blueprints and breaking free from old structures. But now it's time to step out of the design studio and onto the construction site of the present moment. Mindfulness is not just a trendy buzzword. It's the key to unlocking the power of now, the gateway to a richer, more fulfilling existence. Imagine you're watching a movie. You're so engrossed in the plot, so captivated by the characters, that you lose all track of time. You're completely immersed in the present moment, experiencing the story as it unfolds. This is the essence of mindfulness, a state of heightened awareness, where you're fully present in the here and now, free from the distractions of the past and the anxieties of the future. But in our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, staying present can feel like trying to grasp a handful of sand. Our minds are constantly bombarded with distractions, emails, social media notifications, to-do lists, pulling us away from the present moment and into the swirling vortex of thoughts and worries. This constant mental chatter not only robs us of the joy of the present, but also hinders our ability to shape our reality. When we're dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, we're not fully engaged in the present, where our true power to create lies. Think of your mind as a garden hose. When the water is flowing freely, it can nourish the plants and flowers, helping them to thrive. But when the hose is kinked or blocked, the water flow is restricted, and the plants wither. Similarly, when our minds are cluttered with thoughts and worries, the flow of creative energy is restricted, hindering our ability to manifest our desires. Mindfulness is like unkinking the hose, allowing the life-giving energy of the present moment to flow freely through us. It's about cultivating a state of focused awareness, where we observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing them to pass like clouds across the sky. This doesn't mean emptying your mind or suppressing your thoughts. It's about recognizing that thoughts are just thoughts, fleeting mental events that don't define who you are. You are not your thoughts, you are the observer of your thoughts. When you practice mindfulness, you create a space between your thoughts and your reactions. You no longer automatically react to every thought or emotion that arises. Instead, you can observe them with curiosity and detachment, choosing how you want to respond. This ability to choose your response is incredibly empowering. It allows you to break free from reactive patterns and make conscious choices that align with your values and goals. It's like taking the steering wheel of your life, guiding yourself towards the destination you desire. But mindfulness is not just a mental exercise, it's a way of being, a way of experiencing the world with greater depth and richness. When you're mindful, you notice the subtle details that often go unnoticed, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the gentle breeze rustling through the leaves, the taste of your favorite meal. This heightened awareness not only enhances your enjoyment of the present moment, but also deepens your connection to yourself and the world around you. You start to appreciate the beauty and wonder that surrounds you, cultivating a sense of gratitude and awe that enriches your life. So how do you cultivate this state of mindful awareness? It starts with simple practices that you can incorporate into your daily routine. One of the most effective practices is mindful breathing. Simply take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath, noticing the sensation of each inhale and exhale. As you focus on your breath, your mind will inevitably wander. That's okay. Gently guide your attention back to your breath, without judgment or self-criticism. This practice of gently redirecting your attention strengthens your focus and cultivates a sense of inner calm. Another powerful practice is mindful walking. As you walk, pay attention to the sensations of your feet on the ground, the movement of your body, and the sights and sounds around you. Don't judge your experience or try to change it, simply observe it with curiosity and acceptance. You can also practice mindfulness while eating, showering, or even doing household chores. The key is to bring your full attention to the present moment, engaging all your senses and appreciating the experience without judgment. Mindfulness is not a destination, it's a journey, a continuous practice of returning to the present moment, again and again. It's about cultivating a state of being where you're fully engaged in your life, experiencing each moment with clarity, gratitude, and joy. So step out of the design studio of your mind and onto the construction site of the present moment. Embrace the power of now, and watch as your life unfolds with greater beauty, meaning, and fulfillment. Lesson 9. Attracting your desires. We've become skilled architects, diligently redrawing blueprints and mastering the language of our subconscious. But now it's time to understand the fundamental law that governs the construction of our reality, the law of attraction. This is not some mystical force reserved for a select few. It's a universal principle that operates in every aspect of our lives, shaping our experiences, relationships, and even our health. Imagine a powerful magnet, effortlessly drawing metal objects towards it. The law of attraction operates in a similar way, drawing experiences and opportunities into our lives that align with our dominant thoughts and emotions. Like attracts like. Positive thoughts attract positive experiences. Negative thoughts attract negative experiences. This is not about wishful thinking or denying the existence of challenges. It's about recognizing that our thoughts and emotions emit a powerful energy that interacts with the universe, shaping the reality we experience. When we focus on lack, fear, and negativity, we attract more of the same. But when we cultivate an attitude of gratitude, abundance, and positivity, we open ourselves to a world of limitless possibilities. Think of a radio receiver. To tune into a specific station, you need to adjust the dial to the correct frequency. Similarly, to attract your desires, you need to align your thoughts and emotions with the frequency of those desires. If you want to attract abundance, you need to cultivate an abundance mindset, focusing on gratitude for what you already have and believing in your ability to create even more. This is not about ignoring negative emotions or pretending that everything is always perfect. It's about acknowledging those emotions, accepting them without judgment, and then consciously choosing to shift your focus towards the positive. It's like tuning out a static-filled radio station and finding a channel playing your favorite music. One of the most powerful ways to align with your desires is through gratitude. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your energy from lack to abundance, sending a powerful message to the universe that you're ready to receive more blessings. Think of gratitude as a powerful magnet, attracting even more things to be grateful for. The more you appreciate the good in your life, the more good you will attract. It's a virtuous cycle that can transform your entire outlook on life. Another key to attracting your desires is belief. You need to truly believe that what you desire is possible, that you are worthy of receiving it, and that the universe is conspiring to bring it to you. This belief is not blind faith. It's a deep-seated conviction that comes from knowing your own power and trusting in the benevolent nature of the universe. Think of a seed planted in fertile soil. The seed contains the potential for a beautiful flower, but it needs the right conditions to grow: sunlight, water, and nutrients. Similarly, your desires contain the potential for a fulfilling reality, but they need the fertile ground of belief to take root and blossom. The law of attraction is not a passive process. It requires active participation. You need to not only align your thoughts and emotions with your desires, but also take inspired action towards those desires. This action might involve setting goals, making plans, or taking small steps each day that move you closer to your dreams. Think of a sailboat. The wind represents the law of attraction, providing the force that propels the boat forward. But the sailor needs to actively steer the boat, adjust the sails, and navigate the waters to reach their destination. Similarly, you need to actively steer your life, making choices and taking actions that align with your desires. The law of attraction is not a magic wand that instantly grants your wishes. It's a principle that requires understanding, practice, and patience. But when you master this principle, you become a conscious co-creator of your reality, attracting experiences and opportunities that align with your deepest desires. Lesson 10. From thought to action. We've harnessed the law of attraction, our minds humming with positive energy, but now it's time to move beyond the realm of thought and into the world of action. Think of your thoughts as the architects of your reality, meticulously crafting blueprints for your dream life. But without action, those blueprints remain just that: drawings on paper, beautiful but unrealized. Action is the bridge that connects the world of thought to the world of manifestation. It's the construction crew that takes those carefully crafted blueprints and transforms them into tangible reality. It's the sculptor who takes a shapeless block of marble and chisels it into a masterpiece. But taking action is not always easy. We can be masters of visualization, our minds brimming with vibrant images of our desired future, yet our bodies remain rooted in inertia. Fear, self-doubt, and procrastination can creep in like insidious saboteurs, whispering doubts and delaying our progress. Think of a powerful engine, ready to propel a car forward, but without a driver to turn the key, shift gears, and steer the wheel. That engine remains dormant, its potential unrealized. Similarly, our thoughts and desires are powerful engines of creation, but without action, they remain idle, their potential untapped. So how do we bridge this gap between thought and action? How do we overcome the inertia that keeps us stuck in the realm of dreams and step boldly into the world of manifestation? The first step is to set clear, specific goals. Vague aspirations like "I want to be successful" or "I want to be happy" lack the focus and direction needed to fuel action. Instead, define your goals with precision. What does success look like to you? What specific actions will bring you closer to happiness? Think of a GPS device guiding you towards a destination. Without a specific address, the device can't calculate the route or provide directions. Similarly, without specific goals, your mind lacks the direction needed to guide your actions. Once you've set clear goals, break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. Overwhelmed by the thought of writing a book? Start by setting a daily writing goal of just 1 page. Intimidated by the prospect of running a marathon? Begin with a short walk around the block. This process of breaking down goals is like creating a detailed roadmap for your journey. Each small step is a milestone, a marker of progress that keeps you motivated and moving forward. But even with clear goals and manageable steps, procrastination can still rear its ugly head. That voice of resistance whispers, "Just one more episode, or I'll start tomorrow." It lures us into the comfort of inaction, delaying our progress and dimming our dreams. To overcome procrastination, we need to cultivate self-discipline. This is not about forcing ourselves to do things we hate. It's about aligning our actions with our values and goals. It's about making conscious choices that support our long-term vision, even when those choices require effort and sacrifice. Think of a gardener tending to their plants. They diligently water, weed, and fertilize even when they don't see immediate results. They understand that consistent effort is essential for growth and fruition. Similarly, we need to cultivate self-discipline, consistently taking actions that support our goals, even when we don't feel motivated or inspired. Another key to bridging the gap between thought and action is to cultivate a sense of urgency. We often postpone our dreams, telling ourselves that we have plenty of time. But time is a precious commodity, and our dreams deserve our immediate attention. Think of a fire that needs to be extinguished. Every moment of delay allows the flames to grow stronger, making it harder to control. Similarly, every moment of delay allows our doubts and fears to grow stronger, making it harder to take action. So embrace the urgency of your dreams. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the ideal circumstances. Start now, take that first step, and keep moving forward, one action at a time. Action is not just about achieving external goals. It's also about expressing your authentic self. It's about aligning your actions with your values, your passions, and your deepest desires. It's about living a life that reflects the unique masterpiece you were born to be. So step out of the design studio of your mind and onto the stage of life. Embrace the power of action and watch as your dreams transform from fleeting visions into tangible reality. Lesson 11. Manifesting abundance in all areas. We often think of abundance as an overflowing bank account or a life of luxury. But true abundance extends far beyond the material realm. It's a rich tapestry woven from vibrant threads of joy, love, fulfilling relationships, vibrant health, creative expression, and spiritual connection. Just as a garden thrives with a diversity of plants, our lives flourish when we cultivate abundance in all areas. Imagine a bountiful harvest overflowing with fruits, vegetables, and grains. This abundance is not just about quantity. It's about variety, nourishment, and the satisfaction of reaping the rewards of your labor. Similarly, manifesting abundance in all areas of life is about cultivating a rich and diverse experience, nourishing your mind, body, and spirit, and enjoying the fruits of your efforts. One of the key principles of manifesting abundance is to shift your focus from lack to gratitude. When you focus on what you're lacking, you create a sense of scarcity, sending a message to the universe that you're not enough. But when you focus on what you're grateful for, you create a sense of abundance, opening yourself to receive even more blessings. Think of a cup filled with water. If you focus on the empty space at the top, you'll always feel like something is missing. But if you focus on the water that's already in the cup, you'll appreciate what you have and be open to receiving more. Another key principle is to cultivate a belief in your own worthiness. Many people struggle to manifest abundance because they don't believe they deserve it. They may have internalized messages of scarcity or unworthiness from childhood or past experiences, creating a subconscious block to receiving abundance. Think of a powerful radio receiver capable of picking up signals from all over the world. But if the antenna is broken or misaligned, the receiver won't be able to pick up those signals. Similarly, if you don't believe you're worthy of receiving abundance, you'll block the universe's attempts to deliver it to you. To cultivate a sense of worthiness, start by acknowledging your inherent value as a human being. You are a unique and precious creation, deserving of love, happiness, and abundance in all areas of your life. Affirm your worthiness daily, using statements like "I am worthy of receiving all the good that the universe has to offer," or "I am deserving of abundance in all areas of my life." Manifesting abundance in all areas also requires taking inspired action. This doesn't mean striving or forcing things to happen. It means listening to your intuition, following your passions, and taking steps that align with your desires. Think of a gardener planting seeds. They carefully prepare the soil, sow the seeds, and water them regularly. But they also trust in the natural process of growth, allowing the seeds to germinate and blossom in their own time. Similarly, you need to take inspired action towards your desires, but also trust in the timing of the universe, allowing abundance to unfold naturally. In the realm of relationships, abundance is not just about having a large circle of friends or a romantic partner. It's about cultivating deep, meaningful connections based on love, respect, and mutual support. It's about giving and receiving love freely, creating a network of relationships that nourish your soul. In the realm of health, abundance is not just about the absence of disease. It's about cultivating vitality, energy, and well-being. It's about nourishing your body with healthy food, movement, and rest, and honoring its innate wisdom. In the realm of creativity, abundance is not just about artistic talent. It's about expressing your unique voice, exploring your passions, and bringing your ideas to life. It's about tapping into the infinite source of creativity that resides within you and allowing it to flow freely. In the realm of spiritual connection, abundance is not just about religious beliefs. It's about cultivating a sense of peace, purpose, and connection to something greater than yourself. It's about exploring your spirituality, connecting with your inner wisdom, and living a life aligned with your values. Manifesting abundance in all areas is a holistic journey that encompasses your mind, body, and spirit. It's about creating a life that is rich, fulfilling, and aligned with your deepest desires. So, embrace the principles of gratitude, worthiness, and inspired action, and watch as abundance flows into every corner of your life. Lesson 12. The Mind-Body Symphony. We've been focused on the mind as the architect of our reality, but now it's time to acknowledge the intricate dance between mind and body, a symphony of interconnectedness where thoughts and emotions play a powerful role in our physical well-being. Imagine a conductor leading an orchestra. Each instrument plays its part, contributing to a harmonious whole. Similarly, the mind and body are intricately connected, each influencing the other in a delicate balance. For centuries, the mind and body were often viewed as separate entities, with the mind residing in the ethereal realm of thought and the body confined to the physical world. But modern science is revealing a much more nuanced picture, where the mind and body are engaged in a constant, dynamic interplay, influencing each other in profound ways. Think of a bustling city with its intricate network of roads, bridges, and communication systems. The mind is like the central command center, sending signals and directing traffic flow. The body is like the infrastructure, carrying out those signals and ensuring the smooth functioning of the city. This interconnectedness is evident in the way our emotions manifest physically. When we experience joy, our hearts may race, our faces light up, and our bodies feel energized. When we experience fear, our muscles may tense, our breathing may quicken, and our stomachs may churn. These physical sensations are not just byproducts of our emotions, they are integral parts of the emotional experience, shaping how we feel and how we respond. This mind-body connection is not just a one-way street. Our physical state can also influence our mental and emotional well-being. When we're physically healthy, well-nourished, and rested, we tend to feel more positive, optimistic, and resilient. But when we're physically depleted, stressed, or in pain, our mental and emotional state can suffer. Think of a garden. When the plants are healthy and well-nourished, they bloom with vibrant colors and sweet fragrances. But when the plants are neglected or stressed, they wither and fade. Similarly, when we care for our physical well-being, our mental and emotional state flourishes. But when we neglect our physical health, our mental and emotional well-being can suffer. This mind-body connection is not just a theoretical concept. It has profound implications for our health and well-being. Chronic stress, for example, can wreak havoc on our physical health, contributing to a wide range of ailments from heart disease and diabetes to depression and anxiety. But the good news is that we can harness the mind-body connection to promote healing and well-being. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and yoga can help us to regulate our emotions, reduce stress, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. These practices not only calm the mind but also have a positive impact on the body, lowering blood pressure, boosting the immune system, and promoting relaxation. Think of a skilled musician playing a soothing melody. The music not only calms the mind but also has a harmonizing effect on the body, slowing the heart rate, easing tension, and promoting a sense of well-being. Similarly, practices like mindfulness and meditation can create a harmonious symphony within us, promoting both mental and physical health. Another powerful way to harness the mind-body connection is through mindful movement. This could involve anything from gentle stretching and yoga to brisk walking or dancing. When we move our bodies mindfully, we bring our attention to the present moment, noticing the sensations of our muscles, the rhythm of our breath, and the flow of energy within us. This mindful movement not only strengthens our physical bodies but also calms our minds and deepens our connection to ourselves. It's like tuning a musical instrument, bringing it into harmony and allowing it to produce beautiful sounds. The mind-body connection is a powerful reminder that we are not just minds residing in bodies, we are integrated beings, where thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations are intricately intertwined. By cultivating a harmonious relationship between mind and body, we can unlock a world of well-being, resilience, and vitality. So listen to the symphony of your being. Pay attention to the subtle signals your body sends you. Nourish your physical health with mindful movement, healthy food, and adequate rest. Cultivate inner peace through practices like mindfulness and meditation. And embrace the power of the mind-body connection to create a life of vibrant health, joy, and fulfillment. Lesson 13. The Empowered You. We've explored the depths of our minds, harnessed the laws of the universe, and learned to orchestrate the symphony of our being. But now it's time to step into the spotlight and embrace the empowered you. This is not about arrogance or egotism. It's about recognizing your inherent worth, your innate capabilities, and your boundless potential. It's about shedding the layers of self-doubt and insecurity that have dimmed your light and stepping into the fullness of your being. Imagine a magnificent oak tree, its roots firmly planted in the earth, its branches reaching towards the sky. It stands tall and proud, weathering storms and providing shelter for others. This is the image of an empowered individual, grounded, resilient, and confident in their ability to navigate life's challenges. But empowerment is not something that is bestowed upon us. It's something we cultivate from within. It's a journey of self-discovery, where we shed the limiting beliefs that have held us back and embrace the truth of who we are. This journey begins with self-awareness. It's about taking an honest look at ourselves, acknowledging our strengths and weaknesses, our fears and aspirations. It's about recognizing the patterns of thought and behavior that have shaped our lives and choosing to rewrite those patterns to create a more empowering reality. Think of a sculptor meticulously examining a block of marble, identifying its flaws and imperfections, but also recognizing its potential for beauty. Similarly, we need to examine ourselves with a discerning eye, acknowledging our limitations, but also recognizing our inherent worth and potential. Self-compassion is an essential ingredient in this process. We often judge ourselves harshly, berating ourselves for our mistakes and shortcomings. But this self-criticism only serves to undermine our confidence and hinder our growth. Instead, cultivate an attitude of kindness and understanding towards yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. Acknowledge your struggles, forgive your mistakes, and celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Think of a gardener tending to a delicate flower. They gently water it, provide it with sunlight, and protect it from harsh winds. Similarly, we need to tend to ourselves with compassion, nurturing our strengths, accepting our weaknesses, and protecting ourselves from self-criticism. Empowerment also requires developing resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. Life is not always smooth sailing. We inevitably encounter storms and rough seas. But resilience allows us to navigate those challenges with grace and determination, emerging stronger and wiser on the other side. Think of a sturdy ship weathering a storm. It may be tossed and turned by the waves, but it remains afloat, its captain skillfully navigating through the turbulent waters. Similarly, resilience allows us to navigate life's challenges with courage and determination, emerging stronger and more capable. Another key aspect of empowerment is assertiveness, the ability to express your needs and boundaries with confidence and respect. This doesn't mean being aggressive or domineering, it means communicating clearly and honestly, standing up for yourself without infringing on the rights of others. Think of a clear, flowing river, carving its path through the landscape. It doesn't force its way, it flows naturally, adapting to the terrain while maintaining its course. Similarly, assertiveness allows you to express yourself authentically, respecting your own needs while honoring the needs of others. Empowerment is not a destination. It's a journey, a continuous process of self-discovery and growth. It's about shedding the layers of self-doubt and insecurity that have dimmed your light and stepping into the fullness of your being. So embrace the empowered you. Cultivate self-awareness, practice self-compassion, develop resilience, and communicate assertively. Stand tall, shine brightly, and embrace the limitless potential that resides within you. Lesson 14. Embracing growth and change. We've been diligently working on our inner architecture, strengthening foundations and clearing out the clutter. But now it's time to step outside the confines of the familiar and embrace the exhilarating journey of growth and change. Think of a seed planted in the fertile ground. It doesn't remain static, it germinates, sprouts roots, pushes through the soil, and reaches for the sunlight, constantly evolving and transforming into a magnificent plant. Similarly, our lives are not meant to be stagnant, they are dynamic processes of growth, learning, and expansion. But embracing growth and change is not always easy. Our minds are wired to seek comfort in familiarity, creating a resistance to the unknown. We cling to old habits, familiar routines, and comfortable beliefs, even when they no longer serve us. Think of a caterpillar clinging to its cocoon, reluctant to emerge into the unknown world of butterflies. It feels safe and secure within its familiar confines, unaware of the beauty and freedom that await it. Similarly, we often cling to our comfort zones, unaware of the incredible potential that lies beyond our fears. To embrace growth and change, we need to cultivate a growth mindset. This is not just a trendy concept, it's a powerful belief system that recognizes our ability to learn, adapt, and evolve throughout our lives. It's the understanding that our intelligence, talents, and abilities are not fixed traits but can be developed through effort, perseverance, and a willingness to embrace challenges. Think of a muscle that grows stronger with exercise. The more we challenge ourselves, the more we learn and grow. A growth mindset embraces challenges as opportunities for learning and development, viewing setbacks not as failures but as stepping stones on the path to success. This mindset is not about denying the existence of limitations or pretending that everything is always easy. It's about recognizing that limitations are not fixed boundaries but opportunities for growth. It's about believing in our ability to overcome challenges, learn from our mistakes, and continuously improve. One of the key principles of a growth mindset is embracing challenges. Instead of shying away from difficult tasks or situations, we view them as opportunities to stretch ourselves, learn new skills, and expand our capabilities. Think of a climber scaling a mountain. They don't view the steep cliffs and treacherous terrain as obstacles, they view them as challenges to be overcome, each step bringing them closer to the summit. Similarly, a growth mindset embraces challenges as opportunities to test our limits, develop resilience, and achieve new heights. Another key principle is learning from criticism. Instead of becoming defensive or discouraged when we receive feedback, we view it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. We recognize that constructive criticism can help us to identify blind spots, refine our skills, and become even better. Think of a sculptor refining a masterpiece. They carefully examine their work, seeking feedback from others and making adjustments to achieve their vision. Similarly, a growth mindset embraces feedback as a valuable tool for self-improvement, allowing us to refine our skills and achieve our goals. Persistence is also essential for a growth mindset. We don't give up easily when faced with setbacks or obstacles. We recognize that success often requires perseverance, dedication, and a willingness to keep going, even when things get tough. Think of a river carving its path through a mountain. It doesn't give up when it encounters rocks or obstacles. It persistently flows around them, gradually shaping the landscape to its will. Similarly, a growth mindset embraces persistence as a key to achieving our goals, allowing us to overcome challenges and create the reality we desire. Embracing growth and change is not just about achieving external success. It's also about cultivating inner fulfillment. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves, continuously learning, evolving, and expanding our horizons. Lesson 15. Letting go of the past. We've been building a magnificent structure, brick by carefully chosen brick, but sometimes the weight of the past can hold us back, like an anchor dragging us down. Old hurts, regrets, and grudges cling to us like shadows, clouding our present and hindering our progress. Letting go of the past is not about forgetting or denying our experiences, it's about releasing the emotional baggage that weighs us down, freeing ourselves to move forward with lightness and grace. Imagine a hot air balloon, ready to soar into the vast expanse of the sky, but attached to the basket are heavy sandbags, preventing it from taking flight. These sandbags represent the burdens of the past, the grudges we hold, the regrets we carry, the wounds that haven't healed. To truly soar, we need to release those sandbags, to let go of the past and embrace the freedom of the present. But letting go is not always easy. We often cling to the past, replaying old hurts, rehashing old arguments, and reliving past traumas. We may believe that holding on to these experiences gives us a sense of identity or control, but in reality it keeps us trapped in a cycle of negativity and suffering. Think of a record player stuck in a groove, endlessly repeating the same song. The music may have been beautiful once, but now it's just a repetitive loop, preventing us from experiencing new melodies and rhythms. Similarly, when we cling to the past, we keep replaying the same old stories, preventing ourselves from experiencing the richness and fullness of the present moment. The first step in letting go is to acknowledge the emotional baggage we're carrying. What are the past experiences that still trigger strong emotions? What are the grudges we hold, the regrets we harbor, the wounds that haven't healed? This acknowledgement is not about dwelling on the past or wallowing in self-pity. It's about shining a light on those hidden corners of our hearts, bringing awareness to the emotional burdens we've been carrying. Think of a cluttered attic, filled with boxes of old belongings. We may not even remember what's inside those boxes, but they take up space, gathering dust and weighing us down. Acknowledging our emotional baggage is like opening those boxes, taking inventory of what's inside, and deciding what to keep and what to let go of. Once we've acknowledged our emotional baggage, we can begin the process of forgiveness. This is not about condoning the actions of others or excusing their behavior. It's about releasing the anger, resentment, and bitterness that keep us tethered to the past, Forgiveness is not a one-time event. It's a continuous practice, a conscious choice to release the grip of the past and embrace the freedom of the present. It's like untying a knot, slowly and gently loosening the strands until they fall apart. Think of a bird trapped in a cage. The cage represents the past hurts and resentments that confine us. Forgiveness is like opening the cage door, allowing the bird to fly free, soaring into the open sky. But forgiveness is not just about letting go of anger towards others. It's also about forgiving ourselves. We often carry a heavy burden of guilt, shame, and self-recrimination for past mistakes or perceived failures. But these self-inflicted wounds only serve to hinder our growth and prevent us from moving forward. Self-forgiveness is a powerful act of self-love. It's about recognizing that we are all imperfect beings, capable of making mistakes. It's about acknowledging our past errors, learning from them, and then releasing them with compassion and understanding. Think of a gardener tending to a wilted plant. They don't scold the plant for its weakness, they gently nurture it back to health, providing it with water, sunlight, and nutrients. Similarly, we need to tend to ourselves with compassion, forgiving our past mistakes and nurturing our growth. Letting go of the past is not about erasing our memories or pretending that our experiences didn't happen. It's about reframing those experiences, seeing them as opportunities for learning and growth. It's about recognizing that the past has shaped who we are today, but it doesn't define who we can become. So release the anchor of the past. Forgive yourself and others. Embrace the freedom of the present moment and step boldly into the future, unburdened by the weight of yesterday. Lesson 16. The Gratitude Attitude. We've been clearing out the cobwebs of the past and embracing the transformative power of change, but now it's time to cultivate an attitude that can illuminate even the darkest corners of our lives, the attitude of gratitude. Gratitude is not just a fleeting feeling or a polite gesture, it's a powerful lens through which we can view the world, transforming our perception and shaping our reality. Imagine a treasure chest filled with gold, jewels, and precious artifacts. We can choose to focus on the few items that are missing, lamenting their absence and feeling a sense of lack. Or we can choose to focus on the abundance of treasures that are already present, appreciating their beauty and feeling a sense of gratitude for their existence. Gratitude is not just a passive emotion, it's an active practice, a conscious choice to focus on the positive aspects of our lives. It's like a muscle that grows stronger with use. The more we exercise it, the more readily it becomes available to us. Think of a garden filled with a variety of flowers. Each flower is unique with its own shape, color, and fragrance. We can appreciate the beauty of each individual flower, or we can focus on comparing them, finding fault with some and favoring others. Gratitude allows us to appreciate the beauty of each individual blessing in our lives, recognizing their unique value and contribution to our overall well-being. One of the most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Take a few minutes each day to write down 3 things you're grateful for. These could be big things, like a loving family or a fulfilling career, or small things, like a warm cup of coffee on a rainy day, or a beautiful sunset. The act of writing down your blessings not only brings them to the forefront of your mind, but also creates a tangible record of the good in your life. When you're feeling down or discouraged, you can revisit your gratitude journal and remind yourself of all the things you have to be thankful for. But gratitude is not just about writing things down, it's about expressing it in your words and actions. Take the time to thank the people in your life for their love, support, and kindness. Express your appreciation for the beauty of nature, the comfort of your home, and the simple pleasures that make life worthwhile. Think of a musician expressing their gratitude to their audience after a performance. They bow deeply, acknowledging the appreciation and support they've received. Similarly, expressing gratitude is a way of acknowledging the good in our lives and showing appreciation for the people and experiences that enrich our journey. Gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion, it has a profound impact on our mental and physical well-being. Studies have shown that gratitude can reduce stress, improve sleep, boost the immune system, and increase feelings of happiness and contentment. Think of a nourishing meal that provides your body with essential nutrients and energy. Gratitude is like a nourishing meal for the soul, providing it with positive energy and promoting overall well-being. But gratitude is not just about feeling good, it's also about attracting more good into our lives. When we cultivate an attitude of gratitude, we shift our focus from lack to abundance, sending a powerful message to the universe that we're ready to receive more blessings. Think of a magnet attracting metal objects. Gratitude is like a magnet for abundance, drawing positive experiences and opportunities into our lives. The more we appreciate the good we already have, the more good we attract. Lesson 17. Inner reflection, outer transformation. We've been cultivating gratitude, letting go of the past, and embracing the power of the present moment. But now it's time to delve deeper into the inner landscape of our being, to explore the transformative power of reflection and meditation. Think of a still pond, its surface reflecting the sky, the clouds, and the surrounding trees. When the water is calm and undisturbed, the reflection is clear and accurate. But when the water is agitated by wind or ripples, the reflection becomes distorted and unclear. Similarly, our minds are like a pond, constantly reflecting our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. When our minds are agitated by stress, worries, and distractions, our inner reflection becomes distorted, making it difficult to see ourselves clearly. But when we cultivate stillness through reflection and meditation, our inner reflection becomes clear, allowing us to gain deeper insights into our true nature. Reflection is like holding a mirror up to our souls, allowing us to examine our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors with greater clarity. It's a process of self-inquiry, where we ask ourselves profound questions about our values, our purpose, and our direction in life. It's about taking the time to pause, step back from the busyness of our lives, and connect with our inner wisdom. Think of an explorer charting a new territory. They carefully map the terrain, noting landmarks, obstacles, and potential resources. Similarly, reflection allows us to chart the inner landscape of our being, identifying our strengths, weaknesses, and potential areas for growth. Meditation, on the other hand, is like diving deep into the still waters of our consciousness, experiencing the depths of our being beyond the surface ripples of thoughts and emotions. It's a practice of cultivating stillness, focus, and awareness, allowing us to connect with the present moment and tap into the profound peace and wisdom that reside within. Think of a diver exploring the depths of the ocean, discovering hidden coral reefs, fascinating creatures, and a world of tranquility beneath the surface waves. Similarly, meditation allows us to explore the depths of our consciousness, discovering hidden depths of peace, wisdom, and interconnectedness. There are many different forms of meditation, each with its own unique focus and benefits. Mindfulness meditation, for example, involves focusing on the present moment, observing our thoughts and sensations without judgment. Loving kindness meditation cultivates feelings of compassion and goodwill towards ourselves and others. Visualization meditation uses guided imagery to create a peaceful and relaxing inner experience. The key to effective meditation is finding a practice that resonates with you and incorporating it into your daily routine. Start with just a few minutes each day, gradually increasing the duration as you become more comfortable with the practice. Find a quiet space where you can sit or lie down comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath or a chosen mantra. As you meditate, your mind will inevitably wander. This is perfectly normal. Gently guide your attention back to your breath or mantra, without judgment or self-criticism. With consistent practice, you'll find it easier to quiet the mental chatter and cultivate a state of inner peace. Reflection and meditation are not just solitary practices. They can also be enhanced through sharing and connection. Engage in meaningful conversations with trusted friends, family members, or mentors, exploring your thoughts, feelings, and experiences in a safe and supportive space. Join a meditation group or retreat, connecting with like-minded individuals and deepening your practice through shared experience. Think of a group of musicians playing together, creating a harmonious symphony through collaboration and shared passion. Similarly, sharing our reflections and meditating with others can create a harmonious resonance, amplifying the transformative power of these practices. Inner reflection and meditation are not just about achieving a state of tranquility. They are about cultivating self-awareness, gaining deeper insights into our true nature, and transforming our relationship with ourselves and the world around us. They are about connecting with our inner wisdom, aligning with our values, and living a life of greater purpose, authenticity, and fulfillment. So take the time to reflect on your journey, explore the depths of your consciousness through meditation, and embrace the transformative power of inner reflection to create an outer transformation that reflects your true potential. Lesson 18: Turning Challenges into Triumphs. We've been exploring the depths of our inner world, cultivating a mindful presence, and embracing the power of gratitude, but now it's time to turn our attention to the inevitable storms that life throws our way. Challenges are not setbacks, they are opportunities for growth, resilience, and transformation. Think of a ship navigating through rough seas. The waves may crash against the hull, the winds may howl, and the rain may lash down, but the ship, with its sturdy build and skilled captain, weathers the storm, emerging stronger and more seaworthy on the other side. Similarly, life's challenges are not meant to break us. They are meant to test our strength, resilience, and adaptability. They are opportunities to discover hidden reserves of courage, to develop creative solutions, and to emerge from the storm transformed. But facing challenges is not about denying their difficulty or pretending that they don't hurt. It's about acknowledging the pain, the fear, and the uncertainty, and then choosing to face them with courage, determination, and a belief in our ability to overcome. Think of a blacksmith forging a sword. The metal is heated in the fiery furnace, hammered relentlessly on the anvil, and plunged into cold water, undergoing intense pressure and transformation. But through this process, the metal becomes stronger, sharper, and more resilient, capable of withstanding even greater forces. Similarly, life's challenges forge our character, shaping us into stronger, wiser, and more capable individuals. They test our limits, push us beyond our comfort zones, and reveal hidden strengths we never knew we had. One of the keys to turning challenges into triumphs is reframing our perspective. Instead of viewing challenges as obstacles or setbacks, we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. Think of a gardener pruning a rose bush. They may cut away seemingly healthy branches, but this pruning stimulates new growth, resulting in a more vibrant and flourishing plant. Similarly, life's challenges may prune away aspects of our lives that no longer serve us, creating space for new growth and opportunities. Another key is developing a problem-solving mindset. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by the challenge, we can break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. We can brainstorm solutions, seek support from others, and tap into our creativity to find innovative ways to overcome the obstacle. Think of an engineer designing a bridge. They carefully analyze the terrain, calculate the load-bearing capacity, and design a structure that can withstand the forces of nature. Similarly, a problem-solving mindset allows us to analyze the challenge, identify resources, and design a strategy to overcome it. Resilience is also essential for turning challenges into triumphs. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to persevere in the face of adversity, and to maintain hope even when things seem bleak. Think of a bamboo tree bending in the wind. It may sway and creak, but it doesn't break. Its flexibility and resilience allow it to withstand the force of the wind, emerging stronger and more deeply rooted. Similarly, resilience allows us to bend but not break in the face of challenges, emerging stronger and more grounded. Challenges are not meant to defeat us, they are meant to refine us. They are opportunities to discover our inner strength, to develop our resilience, and to emerge from the crucible of adversity transformed. Lesson 19: Loving the self you are. We've been scaling mountains of challenges, navigating the rough seas of change, and diving deep into the tranquil depths of our consciousness. But now it's time to turn our attention to the most important relationship we'll ever have, the relationship with ourselves. Self-love is not a narcissistic indulgence. It's the foundation upon which we build a fulfilling and meaningful life. It's the unwavering acceptance, appreciation, and compassion we extend to ourselves, regardless of our perceived flaws or shortcomings. Imagine a magnificent work of art, a masterpiece created with intricate details and vibrant colors. We can admire the beauty of the artwork, appreciating its unique qualities and celebrating its existence. Or we can scrutinize it with a critical eye, focusing on perceived imperfections and finding fault with its design. Similarly, we are all works of art, each unique and beautiful in our own way. Self-love is about appreciating our own inherent worth, celebrating our strengths, and accepting our imperfections with kindness and compassion. Think of a gardener tending to a delicate flower. They gently water it, provide it with sunlight, and protect it from harsh winds. They appreciate its beauty, nurture its growth, and cherish its existence. Similarly, self-love is about tending to our own needs, nurturing our well-being, and cherishing our own existence. Self-love is not about arrogance or egotism. It's about recognizing our inherent value as human beings. It's about understanding that we are worthy of love, respect, and happiness simply because we exist. This recognition is not always easy. We often internalize negative messages from society, our families, or past experiences, creating a distorted self-image that undermines our self-worth. We may compare ourselves to others, focusing on our perceived flaws and feeling inadequate. But self-love is about rejecting those negative messages and embracing the truth of who we are. It's about recognizing that we are all perfectly imperfect, with unique strengths, talents, and quirks that make us special. Think of a mosaic artwork, composed of a variety of different tiles, each with its own shape, color, and texture. The beauty of the mosaic lies in the diversity of its tiles, their imperfections contributing to the overall masterpiece. Similarly, our imperfections are not flaws to be hidden or ashamed of. They are part of what makes us unique and beautiful. Self-love is also about accepting our bodies, with all their imperfections and perceived flaws. We live in a society that often promotes unrealistic beauty standards, leading us to judge our bodies harshly and strive for an unattainable ideal. But self-love is about rejecting those unrealistic standards and embracing the beauty of our own bodies. It's about appreciating our bodies for their strength, their resilience, and their ability to carry us through life's journey. Think of a majestic mountain range with its peaks and valleys, its rugged terrain, and its breathtaking vistas. Each mountain is unique with its own character and beauty. Similarly, our bodies are unique with their own shapes, sizes, and features. Self-love is about appreciating the beauty of our own bodies, recognizing their strength and resilience. Cultivating self-love is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous practice of self-acceptance, self-care, and self-compassion. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a loved one. Start by becoming aware of your self-talk. Are you constantly criticizing yourself, focusing on your flaws and shortcomings? Or are you encouraging and supportive, celebrating your strengths and accomplishments? Challenge those negative thoughts and replace them with positive affirmations. Affirm your worthiness, your beauty, and your capabilities. Treat yourself with kindness, compassion, and respect. Engage in activities that nourish your body, mind, and soul. Eat healthy foods, move your body joyfully, and engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Surround yourself with positive people who support your growth and celebrate your uniqueness. Self-love is not a selfish act, it's an act of empowerment. When we love and accept ourselves, we radiate confidence, attract positive relationships, and create a life that reflects our true worth. So, embrace the beautiful, unique, and perfectly imperfect being that you are. Cultivate self-love and watch as your life blossoms with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Lesson 20. Building a supportive tribe. We've been focused on the internal, our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, but now it's time to turn our attention outward, to the people who surround us and the impact they have on our journey. Think of a flock of birds soaring through the sky, effortlessly gliding on the wind currents. They fly together, supporting each other, and navigating the journey as a collective. Similarly, we are not meant to journey through life alone. We thrive in the company of others, drawing strength, support, and inspiration from our relationships. But building a supportive tribe is not just about accumulating a large number of friends or followers. It's about cultivating deep, meaningful connections with people who uplift us, inspire us, and encourage us to be our best selves. It's about surrounding ourselves with individuals who resonate with our values, support our dreams, and celebrate our successes. Think of a garden filled with a variety of plants. Each plant has its own unique needs. Some thrive in sunlight, others prefer shade. Some require frequent watering, others prefer dry soil. A skilled gardener understands these needs, providing each plant with the optimal conditions for growth. Similarly, building a supportive tribe is about recognizing the unique needs of each individual and nurturing those relationships with care and understanding. This nurturing involves open communication, active listening, and a willingness to be vulnerable and authentic. It's about sharing our joys and sorrows, our hopes and fears, and creating a safe space for others to do the same. It's about celebrating each other's successes, offering support during challenges, and encouraging each other's growth. Think of a team of climbers scaling a mountain. They rely on each other for support, encouragement, and safety, sharing the challenges and celebrating the triumphs together. Similarly, a supportive tribe provides us with a sense of belonging, encouragement during difficult times, and a shared sense of purpose. But building a supportive tribe is not just about finding the right people, it's also about being the right person. It's about cultivating qualities that attract positive relationships, kindness, compassion, empathy, and authenticity. It's about being a source of support and encouragement for others, celebrating their successes and offering a listening ear during their challenges. Think of a lighthouse guiding ships through stormy seas. It stands tall and strong, emitting a beacon of light that provides direction and safety. Similarly, being the right person in our relationships involves being a source of strength, guidance, and support for others, helping them navigate life's challenges and reach their destination. Building a supportive tribe also involves setting healthy boundaries. This means recognizing our own needs and limits, and communicating them clearly and respectfully to others. It's about saying no when we need to, prioritizing our own well-being, and protecting ourselves from negativity and draining relationships. Think of a castle with a strong and sturdy wall. The wall protects the castle from invaders, ensuring the safety and well-being of those inside. Similarly, setting healthy boundaries protects our emotional and mental well-being, ensuring that our relationships are supportive and nurturing. Sometimes, building a supportive tribe involves letting go of relationships that no longer serve us. This can be a difficult process, but it's essential for our growth and well-being. We may need to distance ourselves from people who are negative, draining, or who don't support our dreams and aspirations. Think of a gardener removing weeds from a flower bed. The weeds may have once seemed harmless, but they now compete with the flowers for resources, hindering their growth and vitality. Similarly, letting go of unhealthy relationships creates space for new, more supportive connections to blossom. Building a supportive tribe is an ongoing process, a journey of connection, growth, and mutual support. It's about cultivating relationships that nourish our souls, inspire our dreams, and empower us to be our best selves. So surround yourself with people who lift you higher, who believe in your potential, and who celebrate your journey. Nurture those relationships with care, authenticity, and healthy boundaries. And be the kind of person who attracts positive connections, offering support, encouragement, and a listening ear. For in the company of a supportive tribe, we find strength, inspiration, and the courage to soar to new heights. Lesson 21. The Journey of Transformation. We've laid the groundwork, built a supportive tribe, and learned to weather life's storms. But now it's time to acknowledge that the journey of transformation is not a destination, but an ongoing process of self-discovery, growth, and evolution. Think of a river winding its way through a vast landscape. It doesn't flow in a straight line, it meanders, curves, and sometimes even doubles back on itself, adapting to the terrain and carving its own unique path. Similarly, our journey of transformation is not a linear progression. It's a winding path filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. There will be moments of clarity and progress, but also moments of doubt, setbacks, and even temporary regressions. This is not a sign of failure, it's the natural rhythm of growth. Just as a plant experiences periods of dormancy and growth, we experience periods of introspection and expansion, of shedding old patterns and embracing new possibilities. Think of a caterpillar undergoing metamorphosis. It retreats into its cocoon, seemingly disappearing from the world, but within that chrysalis, a profound transformation is taking place. The caterpillar dissolves its old form, reorganizes its cells, and emerges as a beautiful butterfly, ready to take flight. Similarly, our journey of transformation may involve periods of introspection, where we retreat into ourselves, shedding old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve us. These periods may feel uncomfortable or even painful, but they are essential for our growth and evolution. One of the keys to navigating this journey is self-reflection. Take the time to pause, step back from the busyness of your life, and examine your progress. What have you learned? What challenges have you overcome? What areas still need attention? Think of a hiker pausing on a mountain trail to admire the view and assess their progress. They take a moment to appreciate how far they've come, to acknowledge the challenges they've overcome, and to plan the next stage of their journey. Similarly, self-reflection allows us to assess our progress, celebrate our achievements, and identify areas for further growth. Another key is perseverance. The journey of transformation is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and even temptations to revert to old patterns. But perseverance is the fuel that keeps us moving forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Think of a marathon runner pushing through the pain and fatigue, determined to reach the finish line. They may stumble, they may question their ability to continue, but they keep going, fueled by their inner strength and determination. Similarly, perseverance allows us to overcome challenges, stay committed to our goals, and continue our journey of transformation. Resilience is also essential for navigating the ups and downs of this journey. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from our mistakes, and to emerge from challenges stronger and wiser. Think of a tree bending in the wind. It may sway and creak, but it doesn't break. Its flexibility and resilience allow it to withstand the force of the wind, emerging stronger and more deeply rooted. Similarly, resilience allows us to adapt to change, overcome adversity, and continue growing, even in the face of challenges. The journey of transformation is not a solo endeavor. It's a collaborative effort, supported by the people we surround ourselves with. Our tribe, our family, friends, mentors, and community plays a vital role in our growth and evolution. Think of a flock of geese flying in a V formation. They take turns leading the flock, sharing the burden and benefiting from the uplift created by the flapping wings of those in front. Similarly, our tribe provides us with support, encouragement, and guidance, helping us navigate the journey and reach our destination. The journey of transformation is a lifelong adventure, a continuous process of self-discovery, growth, and evolution. It's about embracing change, cultivating resilience, and persevering in the face of challenges. It's about celebrating our successes, learning from our mistakes, and continuing to evolve into the best versions of ourselves. Lesson 22. Living your truth. We've journeyed inward, explored the depths of our minds, and cultivated a supportive tribe, but now it's time to bring all these elements together and weave them into the tapestry of our lives. Living your truth is not about achieving some grand ideal or conforming to societal expectations. It's about aligning your actions, your words, and your very being with your core values, your passions, and your authentic self. Think of a compass pointing north. No matter how much the compass is shaken or turned, the needle always returns to its true north, guided by an invisible force. Similarly, our values are like our inner compass, guiding us towards a life of authenticity and purpose. But discovering our values is not always easy. We often absorb the values of our families, our culture, or society at large, without questioning whether they truly resonate with our own inner compass. We may pursue goals that are externally imposed, striving for success and recognition in areas that don't truly inspire us. Think of a ship sailing without a map or compass. It may drift aimlessly, tossed about by the winds and currents, never reaching its intended destination. Similarly, when we live out of alignment with our values, we may feel lost and adrift, pursuing goals that don't bring true fulfillment. To live your truth, you need to embark on a journey of self-discovery, exploring your inner landscape and uncovering the values that guide your heart and soul. What are the principles that matter most to you? What are the causes that ignite your passion? What are the activities that bring you joy and fulfillment? Think of an archaeologist excavating an ancient city, carefully uncovering hidden artifacts and piecing together the story of a lost civilization. Similarly, discovering your values is like excavating the depths of your being, uncovering hidden passions and piecing together the story of your authentic self. Once you've identified your values, it's time to align your life with them. This may involve making significant changes, changing careers, ending unhealthy relationships, or relocating to a new environment. Or it may involve subtle shifts in your daily routine, prioritizing activities that nourish your soul and bring you closer to your authentic self. Think of a gardener tending to a garden, carefully selecting the plants that thrive in that particular environment, providing them with the right amount of sunlight, water, and nutrients. Similarly, aligning your life with your values is about creating an environment that supports your growth and allows your authentic self to flourish. Living your truth also involves expressing your authentic voice. This means speaking your mind, sharing your ideas, and standing up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular or challenging. Think of a singer performing on stage, sharing their unique voice and expressing their emotions through music. Similarly, expressing your authentic voice is about sharing your unique perspective, your talents, and your passions with the world. But living your truth is not just about expressing yourself, it's also about listening to your inner voice, your intuition. It's about trusting your gut feelings, following your inner guidance, and making choices that resonate with your deepest self. Think of a navigator relying on their instincts and intuition to guide them through unfamiliar territory. Similarly, listening to your intuition is about trusting your inner compass, allowing it to guide you towards your true north. Living your truth is not a destination, it's a journey, a continuous process of self-discovery, alignment, and expression. It's about embracing your authenticity, honoring your values, and living a life that reflects the unique masterpiece you were born to be. So listen to the whispers of your soul. Uncover your values, align your life with them, and express your authentic voice. Lesson 23, Balancing Act. We've been mastering the art of living our truth, expressing our authentic selves, and cultivating meaningful connections. But now it's time to turn our attention to the delicate art of balance. Think of a tightrope walker gracefully traversing a high wire, maintaining perfect equilibrium with every step. They are not static, they are constantly adjusting, shifting their weight, and making subtle movements to maintain balance and avoid falling. Similarly, life is a balancing act, a continuous dance between different aspects of our being, our work, our relationships, our personal well-being, and our spiritual connection. It's about finding harmony between these different aspects, ensuring that no one area dominates at the expense of others. But achieving balance is not about rigidly compartmentalizing our lives or adhering to a strict schedule. It's about being mindful of our energy, our priorities, and our needs, and making conscious choices that support our overall well-being. Think of a conductor leading an orchestra. They don't force each instrument to play at the same volume or follow the same rhythm. They carefully listen to each instrument, adjusting the tempo, dynamics, and balance to create a harmonious symphony. Similarly, achieving balance in life is about listening to the different aspects of our being, adjusting our focus and energy to create a harmonious whole. One of the keys to achieving balance is mindful time management. This is not about cramming our schedules with activities or striving to be productive every minute of the day. It's about being intentional with our time, prioritizing activities that align with our values and goals, and creating space for rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Think of a gardener tending to a garden. They don't plant every available space with flowers and vegetables. They leave room for pathways, open spaces, and areas for relaxation and contemplation. Similarly, mindful time management involves creating space in our lives for activities that nourish our souls and restore our energy. Another key is prioritizing self-care. This is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When we neglect our own needs, we deplete our energy, compromise our well-being, and become less effective in all areas of our lives. Think of a car running on empty. It may sputter along for a while, but eventually it will come to a grinding halt. Similarly, when we neglect our own needs, we eventually run out of steam, unable to function at our best. Self-care involves prioritizing activities that nourish our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. This could involve anything from getting enough sleep and eating healthy foods to spending time in nature, pursuing hobbies, or engaging in creative expression. But achieving balance is not just about managing our time and prioritizing self-care. It's also about setting healthy boundaries. This means recognizing our own limits and communicating them clearly and respectfully to others. It's about saying no to requests that drain our energy or compromise our well-being. Think of a tree with strong and sturdy roots. The roots anchor the tree to the ground, providing stability and support, even in strong winds. Similarly, setting healthy boundaries provides us with stability and support, allowing us to maintain balance even when faced with external pressures. Achieving balance is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process, a continuous dance between different aspects of our lives. It's about being mindful of our energy, our priorities, and our needs, and making conscious choices that support our overall well-being. Lesson 24. Inspiring others. We've come a long way on this journey of transformation, exploring the depths of our minds, mastering our emotions, and building a supportive tribe. But now it's time to recognize that our transformation is not just for ourselves. It's a ripple effect that extends outwards, touching the lives of others and inspiring them to embark on their own journeys of growth and self-discovery. Think of a single pebble dropped into a still pond. The impact creates ripples that spread outwards, reaching the furthest edges of the pond. Similarly, our transformation creates ripples of inspiration that extend outwards, touching the lives of those around us and inspiring them to embrace their own potential. But inspiring others is not about preaching or lecturing. It's about embodying the principles we've learned, radiating authenticity, and sharing our stories with vulnerability and courage. It's about being a living testament to the transformative power of self-belief, resilience, and mindful living. Think of a lighthouse standing tall on a rocky shore, its beacon of light guiding ships through stormy seas. The lighthouse doesn't shout or command. It simply shines its light, providing a beacon of hope and direction for those who seek it. Similarly, inspiring others is about shining our own light, sharing our own journey, and offering a beacon of hope for those who are seeking their own path. Sharing our stories is a powerful way to inspire others. When we open up about our struggles, our triumphs, and the lessons we've learned along the way, we create a connection with others, showing them that they are not alone in their own journeys. Think of a campfire on a cold night, providing warmth and comfort for those gathered around it. Sharing our stories is like building a campfire, creating a space for connection, vulnerability, and shared experience. It's about offering warmth, comfort, and hope to those who are navigating their own challenges. But sharing our stories is not just about recounting the events of our lives, it's about sharing the transformative insights we've gained along the way. It's about revealing the lessons we've learned, the challenges we've overcome, and the wisdom we've gained through our experiences. Think of a master craftsman sharing their knowledge and skills with an apprentice. They don't just demonstrate the techniques, they explain the principles behind them, the nuances of the craft, and the wisdom gained through years of experience. Similarly, sharing our transformative insights is about passing on the wisdom we've gained, offering guidance and support to those who are embarking on their own journeys. Inspiring others is not about seeking validation or recognition. It's about contributing to a collective awakening, a ripple effect of positive change that transforms individuals, communities, and ultimately the world. Think of a single tree planted in a barren landscape. It may seem insignificant at first, but its roots help to stabilize the soil, its leaves provide shade, and its seeds spread, giving rise to a flourishing forest. Similarly, our individual transformation may seem insignificant, but its impact ripples outwards, inspiring others to grow, creating a collective transformation that can change the world. But inspiring others is not a passive process, it requires action. It's about actively engaging with our communities, supporting causes we believe in, and sharing our gifts and talents with the world. Think of a musician performing for an audience, sharing their music and inspiring emotions through their art. Similarly, taking action to inspire others is about sharing our unique gifts, our passions, and our talents with the world, contributing to a collective symphony of creativity and positive change. Inspiring others is not about achieving perfection. It's about embracing our imperfections and sharing our authentic selves with the world. It's about recognizing that our struggles, our vulnerabilities, and our triumphs are all part of the human experience, and that by sharing our stories, we can inspire others to embrace their own journeys. So shine your light, share your story, embrace your authenticity, and inspire others to embark on their own journeys of transformation. For in the collective awakening of individual potential lies the power to create a world of greater compassion, understanding, and harmony. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you could share and leave a comment, I would truly appreciate it. Until we meet again.